This is Irontrader, and it is hump day. So we'll take a look here at Bitcoin, at gold, silver, crude oil, natural gas. And we'll take a look here at the old NQ, which is up about 30, kind of flat. Okay, this video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock, market, ETF. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have Bitcoin, your daily and your weekly chart. Now let's take a little peek, see what's going on here. Okay, now, inverse head and shoulders pattern is still very much intact. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Okay, so you can see yesterday we came right down, but it held that 21-day and it closed back above that 8-day. Very nice. Now look at here today, came right on down, but we're holding that 8-day. Very, very crucial. Okay, so on the downside, you want to watch 108.640. That's going to be your key support level. Right below it, we have 107.577. That's going to be next. So as long as that holds, this is going to be sideways to up action. Okay, now we lose it. We'll come right down the bottom here, 105.440, and then we'll be looking here for this 104.919 level, okay? But you can see how nice that 50-day is rising right on up here. With prices above that 8-day and 21-day, very, very nice. Now, today we made a high of 109.545. Yesterday we made a high of 109.685. So we're going to be trading against tomorrow, our yesterday's high. And then we get above that one, come right to the top of this candle, 110.265. We'll come up top of this candle here, 110.455, and then we'll be looking for 111.220 level, okay? Then we have to see what the reaction is once it gets there. Now, if we can bust above that, then we come right up here. We got that 112.60 and then 112.345. That is your all-time high and your breakout, okay? We crack that, you're going to go to 113, and then I think you're going to go right there. I don't think it. I know you can go right to 115, 116 level, okay? But right now we have a really good, a nice, good bullish chart going on here, okay? So got to be just a little bit patient here. Now, I'm long the BITX, and I also trade the BITX. You could also trade the IBIT. That's also a good one. That's a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay. But again, today, what you want to do is just watch that 8-day on a closing basis and that 21-day, because look how nice these charts are working. Okay. Yesterday was a good buying opportunity and a good trading opportunity. So let's see what we have here. Okay. So so far, we just have this inside day. So we're trading against yesterday's candle. Now, 56. Oh, I got plenty of room to run to the upside. Look here, we're on the bottom. The green is over your red here. So let's just see how this all shakes out, but just be a little bit patient with the old Bitcoin. Now, weekly, this is looking very, very nice here. All we need to do is hold this 106.963 by Friday, okay? So it's only a couple days away. That's when we need to hold it, okay? So you can see here how you're right into that resistant level. Eventually, I think you're going to crack that 112, and she's going to rip, and she's going to rip higher, okay? So got to be just a little bit patient. As long as we're holding that 106.963, this is very, very bullish. Okay, let's take a look here now at gold and silver. Okay, here we have gold, here we have silver. Okay, gold here. Well, we got a good uptrending chart, though, okay? See how we have low, higher, low, higher, low, higher, low. Bottom left, upper right, that's what you always want to see, okay? So now we are below this 8-day and we're below that 50-day. And I can see where the 8-day crossed just a little bit below. See, it's sitting at 33.26, just a little bit below that 50-day at 33.31 here. Now, we do have a series of lower lows here and lower highs here going on here, but you got to be very, very, a little bit patient here, okay? So on the downside, you're looking at 32.90, okay? We lose that. This is going to be your target right here, 32.66, and then we're going to be looking for that price channel, which is 32.50. That's actually the bottom of that candle. We lose that, you're going to come right down to the 100-day, okay? Now, even if we come down here and retest this, 32.50, this is still a very, very bullish chart here. It's kind of losing that inverse head and shoulders pattern. See how we have a left shoulder, head, and right shoulder, but now it looks like it's sinking off. If we come down this area here, that would negate that pattern, okay? So just remember that. But that's going to be a key level to hold, is 32.50 on a closing basis. All right, now, upside, you got to watch that 33.26, that's that 8-day. And then we want to watch that 50-day at 33.31. And then right above it is 33.58. You can see how strong that 21-day is, okay? The yellow one is just a 21-day. See, right into it, okay? Pull back into it. Above it, pull back. Not even into it. And then into it yesterday, and then pull back. Okay, so you got to get above this 21-day here for this to go higher. If it does, then we have nice targets up here. Okay, 33.76 level. We come up here, you got 34.13. We can march it all the way up to there at 34.19. Then we have 34.68, and then we have your big retest at 34.76. But right now, we have to get through all this resistance level, okay, that 8, 50-day, 21-day, in order to do that. Okay, so right now I have no position, but I'm looking. I only traded on the long side, so I'm going to be watching that 33.58. You close above that, then I jump into GLD and we take it towards that 33.76 level. Okay, but right now we just don't have that. We have sideways downtrending action. Okay, silver. Well, let's just see what silver is doing here. Okay, you can see how nice this 21 day is holding. Okay, did we go below it? Yes, but you notice how it closed all the way above it. Now look at all these little stickies up here. Okay, and even today came right on down, but we're holding it. Okay, so what we're watching on the downside is that 33.66. There's your 8 day, which is nicely above your 21 day, which is good. And then we have that 21 day at 36.53. Now we start losing that. We come to the bottom there, 36.32. We come here, 36.05. 35.58. We'll come to the bottom of that candle there, 35.19, which is just basically that price channel. And then we look for that 34.69. But we still have a nice, good uptrending chart going on here. And we just have this sideways kind of an action. Now, upside, we are looking at 36.95. Next level, 37.09. Okay, so you can see here where you have 37.09 level. We have 37.10. We have 37.03 level. See how strong that 37 level is, okay? It's very, very strong resistance. Anytime it gets up there, it just wants to bounce it and come right back down again. But if we can get above it, then we'll be looking for that 37.43. That's your breakout. Above that, 38, and then we head towards that 40 mark. But right now here, we just have this sideways action. So it's kind of like in no man's land as of right now. Now, for me, I only traded on the long side, SLV, and what I is waiting for is a close above this 37.43. Then I take a long going up higher. Now, weekly, 59. That's not overbought or oversold. Green is below your red here, but we still have this nice, good uptrending. So bottom line to this is watch that 8 day, watch that 21 day. As long as we're above that, it's going to be sideways action to up. Okay, let's take a look here now at the old crude ski and Natgas. Okay, here we have the old crude oil. Okay, let's just see what we got going here. Now, okay, this was all that big war premium that was going on in the Middle East. Okay, came right on down here. We had like a bear flag situation, but it never did really play out. It just kept right on rising up here. Okay, now you can see how strong this 200-day simple moving average is at 68.44. Okay, so we went right into it. Okay, yesterday we popped up above it, came right back down. Today we're hanging right above it, popped up, and we're hanging right at that 68.44 level. Okay, so now what we got here is if we can get and close above that 68.44, then we want to look at that 68.91. Okay. That's what you're looking at, 68.94, 68.91 there today. Okay, we get up to that, and all we have to do is look right to the left here, 69.29. That's going to be your next level. Okay, then we come to the bottom of this candle right here, 69.56. That is going to be your next level. Then we come all the way up here, 71.33, and then we come up here, 72.32. That's your levels. And then we just take the tops, 73.90, 74.27. 75.74, and then we just work it right on up here, 77.49, and then 78.40. Okay, but let's just see how this all shakes out. But now you can see how that 8 day came down, never crossed that 100 day, and now she's rallying back up. So that's going to become very, very nice, good support level. Okay, so what we want to watch on the downside, 68.10. Okay, and we want to watch 66.85, and then we want to watch that 100 day at 65.48, and then 64.11. Now, over the weekend there, OPEC, they're adding right now 411,000 barrels per day for the last 3 months. August, they're going to kick that up to 548,000 barrels a day, and then we'll see if they kick it back up again in September. Now, again, see, that's the news, but what matters is the reaction to the news. It seemed like, oh, man, going to add an oil, this is going to come off. No, always watch the reaction. That's why you trade the charts, okay? That's why you trade the charts. So as that, they're dumping more oil on here. Crude oil is starting to rise up here. Okay, so always remember that. Now, we got to see here, you got to close above that 200-day. If we can, then we can start marching right up. Now, I've been trading the UCO. I trade that for the long, SCO for the short, but the UCO been working very, very nice for daily trades. Now, you're only sitting at 56, plenty of room to run. The green is below your red, but that could curl up here. So let's just see how this all shakes out with the EIA report. Now, here we have Natgas, okay? She can't get off the ocean night. So we got to see, we had this topping tail, came right on down, held the 200-day, popped right on up here. But we'll look at this, we have a high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. We have a downtrending chart, not good, okay? See, green below your red, momentum to the downside, okay? This is only a 41. That's nowhere near oversold. And we're trying to hold this key level here at that right there at that 327. Now, today we got a little bit lower at 326 level, but you notice we're holding this 327 level, okay? So that's going to be key. Now, if we start losing that, then we're going to come right here, 323, 321. That's going to be your next level of support, okay? Then we start losing that, we're going to come right down here, okay? You're looking at that 310 area, okay? Then we have a gap, 305, 298. Then we look to the bottom of the candle at 286. But right now we're holding that level, okay, 327 level. So we got to see how that all shakes out. Now, upside, very, very easy. Look at here. Resistance, 341, 200-day. 8-day is 344. 50-day, right above it, 353, 21-day, and then we have your 100-day. So right now you're right below everything. See when that 8-day curls over, how it pushes it everything down. So where did that, it popped up, but it couldn't hold it. Same thing here, right into it, right into it. Now we got to see if it crosses that 21-day or that 200-day and see if it breaks down even lower. Okay, so right now, how I trade this is UNG for the long, but I've been trading the KOLD for the short, and the short has been working. I only do day trades in this here unless you can get some kind of a rolling situation, you know, with that price above that 8-day. Then you can take a nice, good a situation long, or even you could take a situation short here. But for me, it always gives you a chance to get in. Okay, so I always just trade this, and then boom. I don't know what's going to happen overnight. Crude oil is a little bit different. I can take the long situation. If we close above that 200-day, then I can go long, and I'll stay long. This here, just a day trade. Okay, let's take a look here now at the old NQ. Okay, here we have the NQ, and the melt up is continuing. Okay, so you can see here, this was your buying opportunity here. This is trading opportunity. But look how nice this is holding. Okay, so we have that 8-day holding right on up here. So when we lose the 8-day, where does it go? Right down to the catch-all at the 21-day. Okay, so right now we're sitting right here like birds on a wire. So this is what you want to watch on the downside. 22,861. Very, very key. We lose that, you're looking right for that 21-day, 22,365. We lose that, then we're going to come right here to this 50-day, 21,510, and then we have your 200-day at 28.54. Right now, we just have the melt up is still going, and we're trading this range between this 8-day, 22.86, and that 23.102. This is your breakout. We go above that, well, we have to use Fibonacci's, but realistically, you'll probably go to that 23.5 level. Okay, so be very, very patient here. This is just a melt up. This is, for me, this is a trading market. This is not, this here, I buy and then I can hold it. But this is just a trader's market because it's just solid melt up. And look at this right here. See how that when the green turns blue, that is just overbought conditions. And you can say there, don't get me wrong, you can stay that overbought condition. Obviously, we are. Okay, you can stay there, but eventually that does come off, and it does come off hard situation. Okay, now your green over your red, that's still just a sideways action. But again, when you have markets up at this height, okay, all it takes is one bad little thing to come out here, and this can drop just like a stone. Okay, so always remember that. Just like what we had here, we had that double top, and then a little bit of news, and then look how that comes right on off here. So just this is just a melt up. Trade it. Put money in your pocket. That's how you trade the old NQ. Now, these are all the same. This is just a NASDAQ future. You can go to Dow future, S&P future. They're all the charts look exactly pretty the same. It's just kind of a melt-up situation. Now, again, it can stay that way for a while. Don't get me wrong. And this could go higher. But just use stop losses. That's all I'm saying. Okay. That's what I got for you. I'll be back here midday trading. We'll take a look at some stocks. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want.